Welcome to Healed and Healing. I'm your host, Maria Roney, intuitive healing guide and teacher, and I have created this podcast for you, you amazing, brave human willing to heal and rediscover your authentic self so that you can be free from past pain, trauma, heartbreak, and conditioning so that you can experience true freedom in a joy-filled, abundant life. My own journey taught me that when we choose to heal from the past, we find our confidence, self-trust, intuition, and so much more. And then we embody who we are at soul level, so we are free to shine our light unapologetically and have the freedom and joy beyond our wildest dreams. So come along on this unique, non-traditional path of healing and self-discovery that is both mystical and grounded in the reality of our human experience. And I'm here to tell you, if I can do it, so can you. So let's begin. Hello, beautiful soul. Well, it is Lionsgate portal time, and it seems at the moment there are people going through lots of stuff, lots of hard stuff. There seems to be lots of old patterns coming up. There seems to be grief and letting go. And a lot of it is not easy. I'm really hearing at the moment that there's a lot of challenging times for people. And so if you happen to be listening to that, maybe that's how you're feeling as well. And even if you're listening to this at a later time, trust that there will be something in this message for you. And so what I really want to do is invite you into an even gentler place with yourself. When I was early on in my healing journey, I used to have all of these post-it notes spread all over the house. Or when I would hear a podcast or read a book and something really resonated with me, I would write it down and put it on a post-it note. It was a way that I could, really reach for that peace and for that healing that I was so earnestly seeking. Anyway, one of the post-it notes said, "Be gentle on yourself." And I would look at this post-it note day after day, and I had no clue how to even begin being gentle with myself. And I've continued to I stayed open to the question. And that's, if I'm saying this to you and you're just like, I have no idea how to be gentle with myself, I'm like, I hear you. I totally know that feeling, because we can be just so hard on ourselves. And even when we're in challenging times, we can be hard on ourselves and blame ourselves for things or be critical on ourselves. And so, this time where there's just so much happening, within and around in your community, in the wider community, in the world, there's a real invitation here for you to ask yourself, how can I be more gentle with myself? And just see what arrives, because an answer will arrive. And for me, being gentle with myself is about slowing down, about noticing my thoughts, about not pushing myself when my body needs rest, or my mind, my soul needs rest, and having a really gentle thought pattern through my head. And we just practice being gentle with ourselves. Just practice. There's everything in this human life is just about practicing. Because, even for me, I'm very gentle with myself these days. And I can still get that critical thought creep up. Or I can still find myself wanting to push myself and not listening to my intuition, like my ego wanting me to do this and that and time frames, and then my soul really calling out for me to be gentle with myself. And then I just remind myself to practice being gentle. And so, because I'm really about really practical ways to implement whatever I teach, here are a few ways that you can practice being gentle with yourself. One is, if you are feeling challenged, or you're feeling anxious, or you're having, a really stressful time, is to place your hand on your heart and pat your heart and say out loud, I am safe. You say it over and over. Try it with me now. Place your hand on your heart. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. While you're patting your heart. And you can do it for as long as you like. And then you just notice how you feel. Do you feel calmer? Notice the gentle, nurturing feeling that you're giving to yourself. Another way is to get out into nature. Get out into the garden, just even in your own backyard, onto the grass, and notice the gentle breeze. Notice the butterfly or the dragonfly or the leaves just gently blowing. And when we observe nature, and nature being our biggest healer, nature being who we are, we can then start to embody that ourselves. So noticing nature, noticing the beautiful blue sky and, the sun shining. And then you can ask yourself, how can I embody this feeling of gentleness that nature role models to me? And another good way is just to carve out 15 minutes a day, or however long you like, to do something that brings you a feeling of nurturing to yourself. And that might be making a cup of tea and sitting down with a good book. It might be going out on your lunch break and feeling the sun on your skin. It might be giving your pet, your dog or cat or another pet, some love, and then just giving it back to yourself. So this episode is short and sweet, and I encourage you to be more gentle with yourself and just to stay open to the invitation to be more gentle with yourself, no matter what is going around outside you or within you. All right, just how can I be more gentle with myself today? And then one day, I promise, you practice this over and over and over again, and then it just becomes second nature. You're just so much more gentle with yourself, like I am. And as I always say, if I can do it, so can you. So let me know. Comment, please let me know. What are you going to do to show yourself some more gentleness? And wishing you so, so, so much love. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this episode of Healed and Healing podcast. And thank you for being on your own healing journey, because the more of us who choose to heal, the more that we shine our light to this whole world. And your support means so much to me, and means, being on your own healing journey just means so much to you. I'm proud of you, and what we do together on this healing journey is so good for everyone around us as well. Never underestimate that. So please subscribe, give me a review, give me some stars, and I just can't wait to see you on our very next episode in this beautiful community. Lots of love.